How to deal with stupid people. Let me share a story about a difficult day. It all dealt with the internet. The story begins at 10 a.m. in the morning. Around 10 in the morning, my internet stopped working. This was bad considering I had a client call at 11 a.m. Bad start considering this was going to be my first call with this client. After trying to start my internet for the next 45 minutes, I had no luck. Decided to go to a Starbucks to take the Skype call. By the time it's 11 a.m., I began the call. Automatically, it started off bad. The Starbucks was extra loud for some strange reason. There were multiple groups chilling by me who were feeling extra energetic, laughing and practically screaming. This made it very difficult to hear my client, and vice versa. The call was going very poorly, and at that point, I decided it's best that we rescheduled. By the time I get back home, I call the internet provider to see what went wrong with the internet. Some lady named Ashley picked up. You ever had that moment when you could just tell the service was going to go poorly? Well, that was the case for me on this particular day. Ashley had this very rude tone, and I could tell this was going to be a difficult conversation. She did some research and said there was no outage in my neighborhood. But for some strange reason, I was the only house in the vicinity whose internet wasn't working. Luckily, 3 years in the IT industry signaled to me that a simple node restart from her end would have resolved the issue. But Ashley was hesitant in trying that. "That's not something I can do from my end, sir. Try unplugging your modem and router," Ashley said. I knew that wouldn't do much, but played along anyway. After an hour of unplugging and restarting, I was getting agitated. Ashley decides it would be best if she creates a ticket for a service agent to come and see what's wrong. She said someone would be at my place by Wednesday afternoon. Mind you, it's Saturday at this point. She's expecting me to go 4 days without an internet connection. Well, something like this happened 3 months before when I first moved into this neighborhood. When it was expected to take so long to send help over, I asked if there was any other way. The agent at that time said he could upgrade the status of the ticket to expedite the issue, which he did. I asked Ashley to see if she could bump up the status of the ticket since this was causing an issue. However, Ashley was adamant. She said it was simply not possible. I told her it was possible considering it had been done 3 months ago. But at this point, her ego had gotten involved, so she dug her heels deeper in the ground trying to be stubborn. I was getting visibly annoyed. No way in hell was I going to wait 4 days to get my internet back. I raised my voice and I told her to stop wasting my damn time. Either restart the node or upgrade the status of the ticket. She refused. I told her to transfer me to her manager. She did. By the time I was transferred to the manager, you could tell Ashley had filled him in on the story. So he came on the call pretty defensive, basically reiterating what Ashley had said. Once again, I let him know about how my ticket was upgraded a few months back. So I knew what I was asking for was not impossible. If he couldn't do that, then he needs to restart the network node. Either case, I'm not hanging up without my internet being resolved today. After having a 45-minute standoff, this guy finally decided to restart the network node. "I'm sure it won't work, sir, but since you keep insisting, I'll give it a try," said the manager. Guess what? Surprise, surprise. After he restarted the node, my internet connection had come back on. It only took 3.5 hours to get to this point. By the time my internet began functioning, you could tell the manager was embarrassed. A customer had shown him how to do his own damn job. I said, "Thank you for your time," and hung up. You could tell he was pretty surprised I didn't go on a told-you-so spree. I didn't care about being right. I cared about my internet coming back, so I could get back to work. What can you learn from this story? To begin, I want to be clear that I had gotten real pissed at both Ashley and her manager. I raised my voice and dropped a few curse bombs in the mix. That's me being transparent. I'm just like any person out there. I lose my cool at times too. Now with that being said, do I regret what I did? Absolutely not. It was clear as day that Ashley and her manager were just in it for a paycheck. They don't give a fuck about their customers. They give a fuck about their precious little egos. By the time I went on Google reviews to see what other customers thought, let's just say the average 1.4-star review from 1,000+ customers spoke volumes. I read Dale Carnegie's book, How to Win Friends and Influence People, a while back. In his book, he preaches being patient all the time and gently asking questions till others can formulate the right decision on their own. Is that wrong? No. But is it always practical? Not in my opinion. In my eyes, sometimes you need to be human and let your anger let them know you mean business. Time is money. Ashley and her bum-ass manager would not give a fuck if I had 4 days wasted. Sometimes you need to show some force. I call this anger with intent. Being angry for the sake of being angry can create a loose cannon. But being angry with an intent is a rare move that can be executed in certain circumstances. Just a quick disclaimer. This move is risky, so you need to know the right time to use it. When do you think is the right time? I think it's the right occasion when time is on the line and you have no other choice. In my story, time was on the line. If the anger with intent didn't work, then the technician would have come on Wednesday anyways. This may be an unpopular opinion among many people who talk about communication skills. I think anger with purpose can get lazy clowns to take some action and be more mindful on how to do their damn job. There are a lot of personalities in the social world. Most times, it's smart to ignore and keep composure. However, anger is a move that I believe can be leveraged in rare cases, if it's absolutely needed. If you don't feel comfortable doing the move, then no need to force it. Just do what you think is best. I wanted to share this story to introduce the anger with intent concept. If it's not a phrase yet, then I'll go ahead and patent it.